Summoners, it's exactly what we predicted. This unit with effective against everyone. Let's look at how she ranks, how she looks compared to all of the other fun stuff that's happening in Fire Season. But let's just jump right in, Summoners. I want to get to this unit. She looks phenomenal. There is no doubt about this. I think this art looks spectacular. I am a little confused as to how these are daggers. Those are like the biggest daggers ever. Okay, now, the good news is this first one is pretty simple. And I mean, it's a brave weapon. Dual phase brave, just like her male counterpart has. And I mean, it's got a lull in it. So it's unit attacks twice, neutralizes penalties on unit during combat, like OMNI lull. That's fantastic. If unit speed is greater than foe speed, grants special cooldown charge +1. So it's a speed-based, I can't even talk. It's a speed-based breath effect and Dagger 7. Fun times. All right, we've got Glimmer. You're gonna replace that. Like that is like Vital Astra City here or something better. I mean, you're gonna replace that with something, maybe even Ruptured Sky. But there's a lot of fun stuff you can do. I'm sure this unit is going to be high speed, so if you can get the cooldown for Vital Astra, like by the Times Pulse in the sea, and anyway, that's another subject altogether. Swift Slice is where it's at. This skill. Now, I wrote up a little cheat sheet because this is so hard to read. If unit initiates combat or if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants OMNI +8 to unit during combat. Okay, if the unit is human and they aren't infantry, they are infantry. So if they're human and they are infantry, your speed has to be greater than their speed +20, which is huge. So this is a very hard condition to meet, and you get effective damage. So basically they are granting advantage to speedy dragons or infantry units. They have a better chance of getting through Swift Slice. If you are anyone else, you have to meet a speed check +5. And if Shez does that, then you get effective damage. That's kind of neat. This unit, and then we have Seal Speed 4, which is, I like these skills a lot. This is inflicts speed -4 on foe during combat, and if no effect neutralizes penalties for foe speed, inflicts penalty on foe speed during combat equals 7 minus current penalty on foes. What you're doing is you're getting a penalty on the speed, and generally you're getting guard as well. So this is a good thing, right? This is going to be the Quad Queen, and this is going to be the Shadow's favorite unit. Like, seriously. I get this unit somehow into Vantage range, and things are going to die. Actually, I want this unit. This is... So, real quick though, if you're looking at where this unit is good, we do need to discuss that. Honestly, so Arena, yes, but not as good as you think. The thing with Arena units, and if you look at the other units around her, they have different things to like get out of the way. And she doesn't have Canto, right? So it's one of those things. Like, I mean, if you can survive, like go in and survive. But Arena units are so buffed, so buffed. Like they smack things hard. This is going to be an okay Arena unit, like excellent for cleanup. But the hardest part about Arena is that first hit. That first hit where you are chunking them down from 4 to 3 units. That is the most difficult one. And this unit doesn't necessarily make that better unless you can get her out. So understand, definitely check for Arena, but it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. Summoner duels. Wow. So for one thing, yes, but she's in that pure nuke category. It's a tough thing because there are so many units that are just amazing at smacking things, and they then have other stuff as well. So keep that in mind. Like, we'll go over her ranking in just a little bit, but I definitely check for summoner duels with a caveat. Like, this is not a run out and get this unit for summoner duels right now. The last is Aether Raids, and if you have Winter Bernie, you can use this unit on offense fairly well and get her in vantage range, and I think she'll be just a ton of fun. If you don't, though, the place she's going to shine most is definitely on defense. And as they try to give things to like let us break out of Catria balls, the way they're doing it is just giving out Brave. So you get the Catria effect without having Catria. and let's face it, without all of the other stipulations. So, I mean, she's going to be very, very good on defense, but you can only use her about half the time. I'm still very high on this unit, but I just want to temper expectations. Yeah. Summoners, it's still going to be a very fun unit. I'm just going to fast forward. Well, no. I want to see the animation. I want to see her. I love the eyes. Everything glows. Oh, it's just like the game. That's fantastic. 99. She's only getting speed plus 14, though. I mean, this is... It's not going to be quite as easy as you think. There are a lot of very speedy units. We don't have to go all through this animation, Summoners. We're going to hop right to it, and let's look at best value on this banner. So, right off the bat, this is kind of a 1A and 1B situation. Green is very good with some units that I consider the top of their class in Ninian and Sather. I think those are two phenomenal units and worth summoning for, and I think Tiki is better than what she gets credit for. I think Brave Tiki is a good unit. It's just if you compare her to Crom or Seliph, she doesn't quite hold up. And we've seen this before many times. Think about Brave Marth, who, despite how much crap he gets, is a very good unit. He's just not as good as the others on that banner. Now, I mean, of course, you go over to Blue. It's just also very good. I am a huge fan of Myrrh, but she is still a melee unit. And if you're investing into legendaries, generally you want ranged units, just because if you have score bots that you're putting in, generally they have to be melee because they score higher. So you would like your legendaries to be ranged to kind of complement that and give you more options and more ways to get out of trouble. Also, there's a lot of AI mechanics you can play with ranged units that you can't with melee. Crom's amazing. I really do believe Crom is more of a support unit than he is a carry, but he is a good carry and an amazing support. So this is a very good unit, and of course I'm very high on Shez, and I think this is also a very good unit. So you've got units that are top of their class, but then you've got units in green that are elite and Tiki. So you can see kind of how that goes, and it depends on what you need. As far as 3 and 4, it changes if you don't have Brave Seliph, because Brave Seliph is such a key piece to so many different things you can do. And I would hate to tell you to go in on this, but it's not bad. I would still rank that 4th, and Medius is so good, and I actually think Brave Byleth is an excellent unit as well, and I've seen some really fun things with her and Speed Preempt. Claude is still good, but he's fallen off quite a bit as the speed meta has increased. The way you beat Claude is you double him, flat out. So what I'd like to do over here is just hop into these ranged nukes and just give kind of an idea of where this unit ranks in the grand scheme of things. And I've got to tell you, this is like a tier 1 unit to me. And it's top of tier 1. I like this unit a lot, but if you're comparing like my rankings here, if you're looking at Crom, he does more than just blow things up. He does very well at blowing things up, and he's good at other stuff. Veronica has neat things in her kit that, I mean, the whole sweep effect is amazing, and of course the damage reduction, or a damage piercing rather, is phenomenal. This is special. And for Sonya, you've got warping. This unit Shez is good at killing things. Very, very good at killing things. but that's really all she does. So keep that in mind. Tier 1 is still a very good unit. Now, if you're looking at rankings for, and let's hop on over to the Fire rankings here. I do have this unit over Eitri, but it's not as much as I thought it would be. And it's for the same reason both Dimitri and Xander have ways to basically perform a hit and run in Arena, which is so important. It is a great way to keep your units alive. Like, I mean, that's what you're trying to do, right? So it is nice to have them as the tip of the spear. Whereas, I mean, Shez is very good. I've still got her ranked at the very, very, very tip top, but understand that she doesn't have all of those extra special things. So that's about where I have her sitting. I still have Lolina high, and then keep in mind at Fire Season, I like B tier a lot here. Like I love Legendary Marth. I'm a huge fan of Hector. You get to C tier, and these units are just tough. Edelgard and Celica are both waiting for refines, and I do believe once they get refines that they're going to be amazing. Now, if you're curious about how I rank legendaries, I'm going to leave a link to a video right here. Go check it out. Summoners, I hope you're having a good one. Take care and schedule an appointment with your FEHologist real soon.